To the people I left in the place I haven't been to in a while, I am writing this to tell you that I have successfully infiltrated the Americans. And I know I let you down on days when I leave my accent at home and I only bring it out to play when I need an applause from a poetry crowd. On days when I wear my flip-flops with my toes out even when it's 50 degrees outside just to prove to every single person I see how Jamaican I am. But I would have you know it's all for a good cause because I have successfully infiltrated the Americans. And the black ones seem to be interesting people. They seem to have a soldier's heart. Rumor has it they've been at war in their own country for years. And I can see it in their eyes that they desperately want the call to return home from combat because they just seem tired of the fight. Their woman's favorite pastime seems to be going to funerals and crying about the inevitable. They're young, have mastered the art of using master's hard heart as a muse to master arts about the news or things in the news. I mean, have you seen the news? The white Americans sometimes mistake me for the black ones and it scares me because their men seems to be the universe's next candidate for a genocide species. It also breaks my heart to know that the black Americans demonize a bullet enough to believe that it will swallow their skin, but they still think the bullet is human enough to listen to my accent before it decides to pierce my just as black skin. Before it decides to pierce my just as black skin. They lost 2 of their own people to the war the other day. And they were hyped about the issue, but a month after, the Alzheimer's kicked in and they went back to their daily lives. At first I thought it was a prank, but then I realized soldiers never truly get to mourn their dead while they're at war. Come on now. I write this to you while suiting up for combat because it seems in order to retain my cover, I have to go to war with them. And so with all the Jamaican toughness that you have given me, I swear to fight. I swear to fight for the black girls who were given the position as the ultimate minority even though they didn't choose it, who were told that they were the night sky and not the star, and so they spend their lives on their knees trying to loose Orion's belt to prove it. I swear to fight. I swear to fight. I swear to fight. I swear to fight for the black boys who were raised in a poorhouse, who has less of a chance to make it to Oakwood, to Tuskegee, to Howard, or to Morehouse, to let them know you don't have to shoot hoops like Tim Howard in order to buy a shore house, that the courthouse doesn't have to be your house. So I, Khaleel Clarke, will constantly pour into them so their blood does not have to pour out. I swear to fight for the black mothers who work to make ends meet, who accepts that money does not grow on trees, and those who control the banks are the only ones to benefit from its branches, so she consistently works her limbs, embarking on hard work without taking a leave, hoping that Jim Crow won't pick at the fruit of her labor, hoping that Jim Crow won't pick at her family tree. I'm writing to tell you that the genocide has begun, and we are running out of black fathers to put on the front line, and so you might need to send some reinforcements. I'm writing to tell you that some of the black Americans seem to be asleep, while others have purposefully requested the anesthesia because they are just tired of the fight. I'm writing to tell you that I am a scared black man, simply because the white Americans can't seem to see where the privilege is coming from. So to the people I left in the place I haven't been to in a while, I am writing this poem from an army base somewhere in America to tell you that I have successfully infiltrated the Americans. And if I never write to you again or one day return home, gather the women for their pastime, don't tell my mom, and protect my brothers, because the warfare has successfully taken me out, and I have become a victim of the genocide. Signed, a black American man. Come on now!
And I wish I was talking about the weather, but bullets been brutally baptizing black boys in a bath of blood.
White boys are taught that black boys grow up to be red or blue men that end up shooting red, whites, and blue men, all because someone bought them a colored flag and told them.